Hello, welcome to the official Orland Math Whiz channel. In today's video, I will cover graphing perpendicular lines. Please click the like and subscribe buttons below. By subscribing, you will be notified of all new posted videos. If you have any questions about this video, please leave a comment and I will be happy to respond. If you wish to know more about my tutoring services, please visit my website orlandmathwiz.com. Explore, and submit an inquiry. Now, let's start activating your inner math wizardry. In 3 separate videos, I have exhaustively covered the 3 forms of linear equations. In this video, I will describe properties and graph perpendicular lines. Consider 2 coplanar lines L1 with slope m1 and L2 with slope m2. The 2 lines intersect at one point and form a 90-degree angle between them. Lines that cross at one point and form a 90-degree angle between them are called perpendicular lines. With perpendicular lines, m1 times m2 equals -1. Solving for m1 and m2, we see that m1 is equal to -1 over m2, and m2 is equal to -1 over m1. In other words, slopes m1 and m2 are negative reciprocals of one another. Let's do some exercises. Exercise 1. Graph and determine if the 2 lines, L1 and L2, are perpendicular. 5x plus y equals 2, and -x plus 5y equals 20. L1 is in standard form, so let's convert it to slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b to find m1. Subtracting 5x to both sides, we get y equals -5x plus 2. We can see that the slope m1 is equal to -5. L2 is also in standard form. Adding x to both sides, we get 5y equals x plus 20. Divide both sides by 5, we get y equals 1/5 x plus 4. So, m2 equals 1/5. Since m1 and m2 are negative reciprocals, the 2 lines L1 and L2 are perpendicular. Graphing L1 and L2, we can visually see that they are perpendicular. Exercise 2. L1 and L2 each contains the following 2 points. Determine if they are perpendicular and graph the 2 lines. L1, 0, 4 and 4, -4. L2, 0, 0 and 2, 1. Let's first calculate the slope of L1. Let x sub 1 y sub 1 equal to 0, 4 and x sub 2 y sub 2 equal to 4, -4. Using the formula for slope, m1 equals the quantity -4 minus 4 over the quantity 4 minus 0. This gives us m1 equals -2. Let's now calculate m2. Let x sub 1 y sub 1 equal to 0, 0 and x sub 2 y sub 2 equal to 2, 1. Using the alternate equation for slope, m2 equals the quantity 0 minus 1 over the quantity 0 minus 2. This gives us m2 equals -1 over -2, which is 1/2. Since m1 and m2 are negative reciprocals, L1 and L2 are perpendicular. The graphs of L1 and L2 are as follows, and we can visually see that the 2 lines are perpendicular. Exercise 3. L1 and L2 each contains the points below. Determine the slope of L2 that would make the 2 lines perpendicular and graph the 2 lines. L1, 0, 2 and -5, -8. L2, -4, 1. Let's first calculate the slope of L1. Let x sub 1 y sub 1 be equal to the point 0, 2 and x sub 2 y sub 2 be the point -5, -8. Using the formula for slope, we get quantity -8 minus 2 over the quantity -5 minus 0. This gives us -10 over -5. So, m1 equals 2. Since L1 and L2 are perpendicular, m1 times m2 equals -1. Substituting, we have 2 times m2 equals -1. Dividing both sides by 2, we get the slope of m2 as -1/2. Graphing the 2 lines L1 and L2, we can see that they are perpendicular. Exercise 4. L1 and L2 are perpendicular. Given the information below, Determine the equation of L2 and graph both lines. L1, 2x plus 3y equals -6. L2 goes through 0, 0. Let's determine the slope of L1. Subtracting 2x to both sides, we get 3y equals -2x minus 6. Dividing both sides by 3, we get y equals -2/3 x minus 2. M1 equals -2/3. Since L1 and L2 are perpendicular, M2 equals 3/2. L2 goes through the origin, 0, 0. So, the equation of L2 is y equals 3/2 x. Graphing both lines, we can clearly see that they are perpendicular. This completes today's video on graphing perpendicular lines. Please remember to like and subscribe below. Unleash the math wizard in you. Mathematics and physics are the languages that explain the whole universe.